Kevin's got to run on the
up.
17 at the same time, so Kevin has to check up here, and Kyle's got a ton of momentum.
Yeah, you saw Kevin kind of move to the outside, and Larson was trying to tee him up, square him up, so it was a good bump draft, and they both hit at an angle and spun him around.
And you could see how the exhaust pipes out of the 5 car. You could see where he lifted.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like he just ran in there and plowed through.
And 2 cars that shoot through the middle, Kyle Busch and David Reagan in the 15.
One more inside, then you're clear low.
He moved up to square up to the 17 right at the time as the 5 hit him. It's just a timing thing, accordioned, and away they went. Dang it, took out a lot of good ones there as well.
Let's ride with Chase Briscoe.
Now by himself. Check up low, stay in it, lower, stay in it.
I don't mind that. I think he wanted him to go low.
All right, Martin Truex. That's David Reagan just in front of Truex.
Still lots of room in front of this 15. Reckon, get down. Stay mid, go bottom. As far as you can get. Got one spinner in front of you to the left, too. 2 more in front. Just keep checking up.
Clean pass.
moved down in front of somebody with a big run. He just unfortunately got turned, and he was doing everything right. He had himself and his race team in a place to win this Daytona 500. He came off he was side drafting Bubba pretty hard, but when he come off of it, that thing was gone.
Just got a little,
for the ride.
little wave in it.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing not because David Reagan just snuck through with the third one in a row. He is blessed. You'll see his number 15 come through here after
Saw Ricky come down a little bit toward the 23, and then as he came up, then it just
I think he
pushed him
came
around.
down. It's just light. It was light with him pushing hard on his rear bumper, and
that may not
even
even
for the ride.
That may not even have been Ricky turning down.
Yeah,
to
I
the
don't think it
23.
was.
That
I think
could
he
have been,
was correcting it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
it may got
his rear
pushed
end
down
was
that way.
light.
And Kyle Busch dodges another one. Keselowski. The first Chevy is going to be Chase Elliott back in 8th place. Now he's got Ty Dillon right behind him. Otherwise, the Toyotas, Kyle Busch in 9th, they have no friends in close proximity. So which group of Fords
That's the question.
is going to beat the others to the line?
I don't think anybody has any friends. Those are teammates on the front row this restart, and I don't think they're friends right now. I think you have to be greedy. You're trying to win the Daytona 500.
All right, so on the restart, Austin Cindric is the control car. He has to fire off first. Otherwise, Blaney would get penalized. Does he let the outside car come around and hook up again, or is it on?
Oh, I think that's going to they're going to try that, but I think Brad's going to have something to do with that. You know, right? Brad's going to try to push and do everything he can do to lock onto that 2 to where it's so far out there. If he moves down, there's too much of a gap, and you know, Brad seems to lead. There's it's a guessing game on anybody's turn, and including these drivers.
I think this race is in Ryan Blaney's hands. If he can time it for Cindric to come down in front of him, those two can hook up and maybe take off. If not, well, let's find out. It's overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Still inside.
Chase Briscoe hooked onto the 6 of Keselowski. Cindric gets down in front of Blaney, who's not yet in touch with him.
Exactly, and Brad Keselowski waited. He backed up to Chase Briscoe, made sure they were locked on to make sure he got a big run at this.
Fast freight coming on the outside track. Keselowski, Briscoe, Kyle Busch.
His help's going to be a big push from the 23. Blaney's getting a push now. Both lanes getting a push. Here comes Blaney, big push.
And it's so important. We're coming to the white flag. Again, if that caution comes out during that white flag, the race is over. It's time to get established, and you better do it quick.
3 miles to go in the Daytona 500.
Brad is going to need Chase Briscoe to lock onto him to push him by those two.
Keselowski had the run, but he's going to need the help. Here it comes. Big push from Kyle Busch and from Chase Briscoe.
He's locked on there, too.
He's going to have to stay there.
Inside was there for a second.
Another push from Kyle Busch on that outside.
Even mirror.
Cindric can't get too far out.
Coming to turn 3, where it all came undone last year on the final lap.
Briscoe's out. He can't get to the
Austin Cindric, whose grandfather won the Indy 500 as a car owner. Cindric is going to bring them to the line way up high to block Ryan Blaney, and at the line, Cindric beats Bubba Wallace by half a car length, and they crash going into turn 1.
This race never disappoints.
No, it does not.
And David Reagan found one he couldn't miss.
Austin Cindric, the winner of the Daytona 500.
If you remember in the pre-race, he said a rookie and the 2 cars never won.
Holy cow's right, kid. You just won the biggest race of your life.
23-year-old Austin Cindric from Mooresville, North Carolina, in his 8th Cup start, gives Roger Penske a happy birthday present.
Bubba Wallace coming in second right there. That was a huge run by him. I thought he was going to turn him. It was just out of time.
There was so much stuff that happened that last lap. I mean, even midway down the backstretch, you didn't exactly know how this was going to shape up coming off the 4.
All right, from the Goodyear blimp. Briscoe getting a little roughed up on the high side by Kyle Busch. They have lost touch there with Keselowski on the outside. Bubba Wallace gives Blaney a push. Here's Briscoe with a big run on the outside.
That was the big run.
They come up to block.
Pushed Ryan Blaney right there. Huge run on the outside and a massive block by Austin Cindric to win this Daytona 500. If he didn't make that block, Ryan Blaney wins this race.
Exactly. Man.
All the Team Penske folks celebrating. Cindric is the 41st driver to win the Daytona 500. And the 9th to score his first career NASCAR Cup win in the Great American Race. For team owner Roger Penske, 5 Daytona wins with 5 different drivers. And Ford goes to victory lane for the 2nd year in a row.
Hope you don't need this motor.
We were at Charlotte Motor Speedway one night with the little Bandolero cars when Austin Cindric, on a Monday night rookie race, won his first ever race. A couple weeks later, who was in attendance for winter heat? Roger Penske and Walt Zarnicki. They wanted to see this kid.
Well, they saw what they liked it.
He didn't disappoint.
They needed to see.